Back home in Nairobi, the Director of Public Prosecutions, Keriako Tobiko, has declined to appear before the Parliamentary Public Accounts Committee to testify in the ongoing NYS probe.
Tobiko said his appearance before the committee could jeopardize an ongoing fraud case in court where 11 suspects are facing fraud charges relating to the NYS scandal.
KTN's Moremi Mwangi begins our coverage tonight.
In a letter addressed to Rarieda MP Nicholas Gumbo, who chairs the National Assembly Public Accounts Committee, Director of Public Prosecution Keriako Tobiko requested to be excused from the committee's probe into the 791 million shillings NYS scandal. Tobiko said his appearance before the Parliamentary Committee would be sub judice to the ongoing court cases where former devolution PS Peter Mangiti, business lady Josephine Kafura, and 9 others are facing fraud and money laundering charges relating to the NYS theft. In the letter, Tobiko said there was real danger that his evidence would end up being used by the suspects to prejudice or undermine the criminal cases against them in court. But lawyer George Kithi now warns that the ongoing probe could water down the cases already before court.
To jeopardize a case is very easy because all you need to do is disclose the witnesses before time, disclose the type of evidence before time. When you do that, you're alerting the defense much earlier. Although discovery process is always there, but it's at the opportune moment, not before. And therefore interference, for instance, with the witnesses will be very easy. You may be jeopardizing the lives of the witnesses in the first place.
But Makueni Senator Mutula Kilonzo Jr., a lawyer, argues that Article 125 of the Constitution grants any parliamentary committee powers to call for evidence and ask questions on matters of public interest. A debate which has for long been subject to the judiciary-parliament supremacy war.
No interference whatsoever to an ongoing case in court is allowed in law and under the Constitution because that's part of the guarantees of fair trial and that Article 50 of the Constitution.
Kafura, a key suspect in the scandal, former devolution cabinet secretary Anne Waiguru and Mangiti have already been grilled by the committee. The probe has sparked a political storm that has seen Waiguru fall out with Deputy President William Ruto.
An obvious question.
Now, TNA-nominated Senator Paul Njoroge has joined the opposition calls to have Ruto grilled over his sudden about turn.
The Deputy President should tell Kenyans where Kenya shillings 791 millions belonging to NYS went. Yes, we understand there is Ben Gedi and Josephine Kafura. But Ruto should know that Kenyans are not fools.
Absent.
On Monday, the Nairobi Senior Principal Magistrate Court was forced to postpone the NYS fraud cases to 9th of December this year after the key suspect, businessman Ben Gethi, requested for an adjournment to change his lawyer. Moremi Mwangi, KTN News, Nairobi.